Guys, when your gun runs out of bullets, what you gotta do is call the big guns in. That's what I did.
Like I said, the problem with me getting my food plot done is the harrow and the all-purpose plow is at one of the guys' house in the club. I don't have time to wait. So I called in the big guns with the big Kubota. He's probably the only one I know that can probably get this ground plowed up the way I need it to put my tiller on it. So let's see what he's doing. Like I said, that big Kubota it's getting it plowed up, but it's gonna take 1 or 2 passes to get it right. By the way, that's Ant. He's a friend of the club. He's not in the club, but he might as well be. And he lives right down the road from the club, so he's over here just as much as I am. So plus he's sitting in the air conditioning. Well, I'll be out here sweating my tail off. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about this grass too much. I need some organic matter to get in this ground anyway, so hopefully he can till right through that. I mean, I'm pretty sure this tractor doesn't care that it's got that little bit of grass on it. Yeah, I just hate waiting on stuff. Like I said, I come down here on Friday. It's Friday today, and I could have had my food plot done if things was in line. So that's my bad. I got to make sure I have my own equipment for when I want to do it. It's right there, and I can get done, and then I'll wait on somebody else after that. So I appreciate that coming by to do this for me, and of course, you know, if I asked him, I might ask him to do the patry up here too. Why he's here, he's got to go right by it, right? So, but we're gonna let him get doing it some more, and hopefully we can get this busted up good. I can come over here with the tiller and lay it down real nice for my seeds and my fertilizer and lime and all that good stuff. So we're gonna let him do his job and sit back and watch. He's getting it busted up pretty good. Like I said, it's just taking a couple passes. That's all. Like I said, this ground just super hard, so he's just trying to get that limb out of the way before he can get close as he can to the edge of the food plot. going through that grass pretty good. Alright, looks like he's got it busted up pretty good here. It's nice, and it's got about 4 or 5 inches of dirt on it. He's just going over this grass in the middle, which that grass is not going to disappear. So, but I'm going to try to get him to go up to the front and run over that about 1 or 2 times if he got time. But everything's looking good. He's probably made 20 passes over this whole thing. But the ground finally gave up. It's got a little moisture in it that I was surprised to see. When I get over here tomorrow with the tiller, it should bust up pretty good. Alright guys, it's that time. Like I said yesterday, Ant come over here and busted this food plot up for me with his nice big air-conditioned Kubota. One of these days, when my money grows up, I'm gonna have me one of those. But for right now, we got the old Ford, and we got the tiller on that Ford, and we're gonna go ahead and try to till up this ground before we can get some seeds in the ground today. So sit back and hopefully we'll get it done. It might take a little while, but we'll get it done. Alright guys, as you can see behind me, I got it busted up pretty good with the tiller. Had a lot of moisture in the ground, so it didn't turn it to powder like I like it to do it. What I need is, I need to leave it for a day, let the sun hit it, let it dry out, but I don't have that type time. But I think I got it pretty decent. If you can see, it leaves little clump balls, especially back here in the back. Like I said, as you can see, my food plot is mostly in the shade most of the day. Right now it's almost 10:30. As you can see, half of it is still in the shade. So from about 11 to about 3 or 4 before it gets on the other side of the trees, it's in the shade. I don't know if that helps it. I'm pretty sure that helps to keep the moisture in it, but like I said, my food plot does grow pretty good, so I think it helps. But like I said, here back in the back, it stays like wet most of the time, and as you can see, it leaves little clumps, which it's nothing I can do about that right now. Like I said, I would have to leave that for a couple of days to get it to dry out and hit it again. But I'm satisfied with that, and I can get over here with the seeds and the fertilizer and the lime and get that out. But I'm doing other food plots. The club is doing food plots today, so I'm gonna be in and out. So until I get back over here, when I do, I come back to you. Guys, it's always something. When you're dealing with stuff at the hunting camp, it's always something. I did one more food plot after I did mine with the tiller. Then I started another food plot. I got about 2 rounds on that round the food plot, and the dang tiller shaft broke that holds the tines on it. Let me take it. You can look at it for yourself. Hopefully you can see that. It just broke in half. This tiller's probably, I say, going on 6 years old, I would guess. But that shaft is dead meat. You could probably weld that, but it probably won't be ever balanced again. So I just want to share that with you guys. I guess I'm through with the tractor, so I got, like I said, my food plot done and one other done. So I'm gonna go catch up with the guys. I guess I'm gonna get on my 4-wheeler and go catch up with them. They just now starting to do food plots. It's probably about 12:30. I'm trying to look at my watch. It's 12:49, and they just now starting, and the sun is straight up. So I guess I'm gonna try to catch up with them, try to do whatever I can with them, and cause they got the spreader to spread the fertilizer and the seeds and all that good stuff. So I really can't do nothing until they finish with it with my food plot. So if I hurry them up, maybe I can get to mine sooner. All right, guys, we back out here. I can hear the guys over there on the other ridge over there doing that food plot. So what I'm gonna do is, I like what I call leveling. You can see all the, well, you probably can't see too well, but all the humps and dips in the food plot. I try to get that as smooth as possible. Really, it's not for the seeds, it's just for walking over it, riding over it, whatever. When you know, down later in the season, you don't have the humps and the dips and all that kind of stuff. If you can get it smooth as possible now, it will be smooth all during the year. So like I said, what I got is, I got a you know, if you guys been watching for a while, you know, I got an 18-wheeler tire that I put on my hitch just with a little toe strap, and I just drag that around pretty quick on the food plot, and it somewhat levels everything out. So let's get it on and see how it does. I mean, that might not look like much, but to me, it does a whole lot. Like I said, you probably can't see. Like I said, there was little ridges in there. I mean, it didn't knock it all of it out, but what I do is when I put the seed and the fertilizer down, I will go over it again as a drag. That would help it out even more. So, like I said, I don't know if you guys can see out through there, but to me, it's all nice and flat. Much of it, you know, it's just whatever's going to be, but that's just how I look at it. The method been working for me, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. Like I said, hopefully when those guys get through with the spreader, I can come over here and spread out all the fertilizer and lime I got, and I'm gonna put the seeds out also. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm gonna put the seed and the fertilizer on the same plane. I'm not gonna put the fertilizer out, then drag it, and then put the seed out, then drag it. No, I'm gonna put the fertilizer and the lime and the seeds on the same plane, then I'm gonna drag it all. We're gonna go to the whiteboard of knowledge before I can show you why I think that's the best way to do it. All right, we at the whiteboard of knowledge. What I want to explain to you, what my train of thought is. Say for instance, this is the ground. This is your food plot. This is the level of ground. This is also your food plot. This is just the ground. Traditionally, we would throw the fertilizer out on top of the ground and come back in with a disc, harrow, tiller, whatever you want, and incorporate it into the dirt. So once we do that, so we got all that fertilizer and lime tilted up, and it's, you know, within, you know, level, between the levels of dirt here, it's probably six inches maybe of dirt that fertilizer and lime is mixed in there, just randomly mixed in there. So then when you come back and throw your seeds on it, you throw your seeds back on top of the ground here. So the problem with that is, your seeds are up here, your fertilizer and lime is 6 inches below your seeds. Not all of it, I mean some of it, but the majority of it is below your seeds. Your seeds needs that fertilizer. I mean, the ground needs the lime, which is okay. I don't have no problem with that. But the actual fertilizer, the seeds needs that fertilizer. But now that fertilizer is down in your dirt 6 inches below your seeds. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna throw my fertilizer, my lime, and my seeds on top of the dirt. Then I'm gonna come back with a drag and just go over top of it. So all of my dirt, my seeds, my fertilizer, and my lime are on the same plane, which is maybe an inch. So when it rains, that seed, when it pops open, the fertilizer is right there. The lime is going through the whole process, and my seed is getting more nutrients in the time when it needs it. That's just my train of thought, man. I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but I've just, over the years, I've been trying to get this process down to a science. And with my experience that I have had, this doesn't grow good as that. Like I said, that's my food plot from last year. That's how I did it. The year before, that's how I did it. And it didn't grow worth 2 cents. So that's just my train of thought. You can go with it or not. I mean, you just have to think about it. Just think about it. If all your seeds, fertilizer, and everything is in an inch apart, an inch of dirt, when it rains, don't you think everything that's in that fertilizer, in that lime, is going to get to your seeds? Over here, when it rains, your fertilizer is, whatever fertilizer is down here is going down this way. Your lime is going down, but your seeds still on top. Your seeds would actually have to grow, and the roots would have to actually go down in the dirt to get the benefit from most of your fertilizer and your lime, which by that time everything's done leached down probably 10 inches in the ground. And your food plot plants may never see 10 inches, so just think about that. Alright guys, that's just my opinion. I just wanted to put that out there. Maybe you might think about that the same way I do. Now back to the food plot.